Hello, everyone. We are back for another Bad Moms in Business podcast episode 4. That made it seem like it was 8. So let me just scale it back. Do 4 fingers. Ladies, how are you?
I'm good.
I'm good.
If you listened to our last episode, Bridgette, the Halloween one, towards the end, Bridgette totally said and made us do episode 4 being celebrity crushes, which I feel a little funny about. I'm not gonna lie. What do you guys think?
I don't feel funny about it at all. I'm pumped. I'm way pumped.
Yeah, I'm the most excited I've ever.
I feel weird. I feel like it's like we're at a sleepover and we're talking about crushes. It just seems again, you guys all get excited and I'm like, this is weird.
No, we're in our little
comfy sweater on.
Yeah, we're in our little cocoon. We're among friends. Yeah, we're all friends.
We got candy.
Yes.
And I gotta admit, I was like, I don't know if I have any. And then I was like, oh, I can come up with 2. And then I was like, oh, I got 4. So
yeah,
I looked dumb real quick.
It escalated very quickly from we're only going to talk about 2 because that's all Amanda can come up with to suddenly in a matter of 0.4 seconds. Oh no, I have 4.
It was like, I can't believe I had forgotten to. I mean, yikes.
I'm excited.
All right, so let's dive in. Who's going first?
Danielle absolutely said her first one potentially would be controversial. So I feel like we cannot wait.
It's a little controversial. I think if you listen to the Halloween episode, you know what one of these are anyways. So I feel like maybe a couple of them are a little off. But the first one, he's been in the media a little bit lately, not for some great things. I stand behind my man. So
and by your man.
I love it. You actually have a really good voice. That was really pretty.
Thanks. Go on.
Okay. Why I missed it?
I was like, thanks. Go on.
Thanks. Okay. So my first one is Johnny Depp. It has been Johnny Depp for as far back as I mean, literally Edward Scissorhands days. Love him so much. I love his creepiness. He's edgy, but I don't know. I just love him so much.
So the media stuff you're talking about is that with his ex-wife?
Yeah.
I feel like he's been kind of cleared of most wrongdoing. I think she's the problem.
That's where my stances are on it. I don't
Allegedly,
know.
She's the problem.
Yes. I have not been super invested in it because once I found out about it, I was just like, absolutely not. Like, this is not Johnny Depp. Okay. This is not my Johnny.
This is not the Johnny Depp I know.
Yes, exactly. But so the last thing that I had heard was, that most things were being released from him, but it hurts my heart that he was, like Disney let him go from.
And I think he was possibly in like an abusive relationship. I think he may have been
the victim.
The victim.
And
it seemed like it.
Not to get off on a tangent, but that's where when I hear certain things, I'm very, very cautious to believe anything until it's been proven one way or the other, because I think any woman can say some sort of claim and society has made it that we have to believe that woman. And in many cases, it's not correct. And based on, I agree with you, Bridgette, some of the stuff and I've lightly looked into it.
Yeah.
It seemed like he could have been the one who was victimized. And
for sure.
On either side, it's not right. But I do love his movies. I think that's fascinating.
I think, outside of his looks, because I think he's so attractive, but I think he's such a good actor. He can play so many different types of, roles. And he's just so multifaceted. Oh, I just love him so much. He's so good.
My absolute favorite of Johnny Depp's is What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
I wasn't expecting that.
I know, but it's such a good movie, and he is so attractive in that movie. Just taking care of his brother.
Cute.
Let's talk about all the acting in that movie.
I mean, it's so good.
Right.
So good.
You're not wrong.
So good.
Back when really acting was a requirement for acting. Now it's like you just might be pretty and you get a role.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. Amanda, I'm dying to know.
Okay.
I'm excited.
My number one person, you guys are going to laugh at me.
Oh, no.
And I
have a couple that are laughable. Go ahead.
And I think you guys won't come as a surprise. And I'm pretty sure you guys know who this person is. My viewers are going to just die. Robert Duvall. My absolute favorite.
I did not see that coming.
What?
Absolute favorite. I love him as an actor. I guess I wouldn't say like my list isn't necessarily like crush list.
Talent.
You know what I mean?
You're scoping out talent,
but there is definitely like an appeal factor, right?
Okay.
Sure.
But yeah, I just think he's a brilliant actor, and I just love him in all movies, especially Godfather.
That was very unexpected.
And Lonesome Dumb. Yeah. Two of my favorite movies. So a little boring, maybe a shocker, not controversial.
No.
But I really like Robert Duvall.
Okay. I'm trying to decide if I should go with obvious or a little strange.
I
I
mean,
think we all went a little strange on this first one.
So I feel like
Okay.
I'm nervous.
I'm already
Ted
dying.
Danson. I love
Ted Danson?
I love Ted Danson.
Like,
I've
Cheers,
never
Ted
heard anybody
Danson?
say that.
Like Cheers, Ted Danson. The Good Place, Ted Danson.
I put that in the same category as Robert Duvall. I get you.
Okay.
Look at us being more similar than what we would have expected.
Don't worry. Mine goes.
This is where we part ways.
Well, I have one more that you might be on the same level with me, and then we're gonna part ways pretty.
We're gonna part ways. Completely fair. I can respect that. And you know what the thing is? I think men just age well.
They do, don't they? It is just not fair.
Yeah.
Well, and I think women can age well. They just are so stuck with trying to keep themselves looking younger, especially in that business. I mean, I don't envy them from having to try and stay relevant.
That's true.
Is that young women are the replacements, but boy, do men really just age well.
They really do.
They do. All right, Danielle, number 2.
Rob Zombie.
Zombie.
We know this. He is a beautiful human being. I've seen him in concert more times than I've seen anybody else. I think I'm at 9 times.
Really?
I have a funny, I have 2 funny, you know what? Just one. I won't share the other funny story. Save that for another time. This last time I went to his concert, I went with Brandon and my mom and her boyfriend and his son. It was just like a big family thing because we all just love Rob Zombie so much. Not so much Brandon. That's fine. I'm working on it. We've been together for like way too long and I'm still working on that. I just don't think it's going to happen. But while Rob Zombie was on stage, he did a kick and he kicked straight up. I mean, literally this man is so flexible. I had no idea that a man could even do that. It was so impressive. Mind you, this Rob Zombie was born the same year that my dad was. He was born in 1965.
Nothing wrong with that.
The whole Thunder Kiss 1965 thing. Like, he is not a young dude by any stretch of the imagination. And that kick was so impressive. And we were talking about it on the way home. My mom's like, yeah, he's got to be nimble to do what he does. It's just like, who says nimble?
Describing Rob Zombie.
It was so funny. It cracked me up. But anyways, I just love him.
All right.
So, Rob Zombie, that kick.
He's beautiful.
That kick.
Mhm.
Did it.
It did it.
Okay.
So
All right. So that's
all right, Amanda. Let's hear it.
All right. You're going to see a trend here on my list.
All right.
So number 2, Clint Eastwood.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's cute.
Yeah,
He is.
And honestly, I like him in the older movies even better than like his younger movies. But where Robert Duvall, like I liked him all his movies. But yeah.
He's looking a little, he's looking a little rough now.
Well, he's old.
He's very
He's up
old.
there. How old is he? Do we know?
He's
probably
got to
80.
be in his 80s.
Let's Google machine this real quick.
Alice.
He's just, and for him to still be acting.
It's so impressive.
Oh, stop it. Do you guys know how old Alice just told me he was?
How old?
91.
Holy smokes.
Let's take it back. He looks real good for 91.
I am so impressed. I'm way more impressed now.
91. He was born in 1930.
Wow.
Clint Eastwood, you the man. That's so impressive.
That is.
May 31st.
That's a good one, though.
So Clint Eastwood.
That's a good one.
Bridgette?
All right,
Bridgette.
Your number
I'm gonna go back to the more obvious, the more of course, Bridgette loves this person. Justin Timberlake. He is truly the love of my life. I have loved him since I was a child. I continue to love him to this day. I love him. That's it. I can't even say anymore. I love him.
I will say this. He's very talented.
Yes.
I think he's a decent actor. He's a fantastic singer. And I think he's really funny.
Yeah.
But something about him, I'm just like, I don't know. Brandon loves him, for the record. I'm pretty sure that's like his number one man crush.
Love him.
I feel like he's aging really well.
I would say he's more attractive now than he was.
Agreed.
I think his skill and his talent is increasing with his age, which is really interesting. I really like, even if it's just a front, how he honors his wife.
Mm-hmm.
I think he does a nice job of giving credit to her, and I think that's a very nice thing for men to do. When
I agree.
Being a famous married couple has to be hard.
Yes.
And he did run into a little snafu. I think it was last summer. He was filming a movie and he had a little too much to drink with his co-star. And there was video of them like maybe getting a little too cozy. It nothing necessarily crossed a line, but he did have to address it. And I was proud of him for that. And I say what you will. I think that he has some part in the whole Britney Spears saga.
Ooh, interesting.
Fair.
I'm going to hold him accountable where it's due.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, I love him. And if you have not seen the movie Palmer, I really highly suggest it. That it's really good. And it's such a cute story.
Well, and I think you hit on an important fact. Mistakes happen. People make errors.
Yeah.
We're human.
And own it. Apologize, make it right, be an adult about it. And so that's nice that he did that.
That is my biggest gripe about people is not owning up to their mistakes and just shying away from them or hiding, brushing them under the rug. Drives me crazy.
Absolutely. So Danielle, number 3.
Oh, speaking of guys who are in celebrity relationships, marriages, and I just think that he's way too adorable for words. Ryan Reynolds.
That's a good one. I didn't see that coming from you.
I love him so much.
I'm not necessarily attracted to him, but I have to.
How is that possible?
His acting is so fun.
He is so fun and he's so funny, and the love and the true love that I believe that he has for his wife. Even though she's not my favorite person, it's fine, whatever. But their relationship is so stinking cute and so normal.
I don't follow them on Instagram or anything, but I will, like when I'm on the Facebook, like I'll see like a clip or a caption of how they troll each other, and like
they do
pictures of each other looking awful, and I go, that keeps you humble.
It does. I just think they're so cute.
I like that.
They're cute.
I like that.
And he's beautiful.
That's fair.
He is beautiful. And he's come such a long way from like his crappy early 2000, like all of those movies were terrible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I remember, nobody really knew who he was, but I remember him dating Alanis Morissette.
Oh, yes.
Isn't that ironic?
Yeah, right. And being the muse for some of her upsetting songs.
Yes.
Why he left her.
Yes. And I think Ryan Reynolds is very high on Chris's list.
Brandon's too.
Reynolds. So yeah, I mean, like that movie Waiting, I think we've seen it 812 times.
So good. It's so raunchy, but so funny and just the best. It's just the best.
So if Ryan Reynolds wasn't famous, and I want you to answer this sincerely, would he be attractive?
Yes. 1000%.
If you just personality outside that you never had a conversation with this man and you walked past him on the street, you'd go, that's a gorgeous man.
Yep. Yes. With or without a shirt.
Didn't see that coming. See, I think his personality adds to
it does
appeal, and I don't feel like if I just randomly met him, I would turn an eye.
Maybe that's fair. To each their own. But boy.
All right.
So who's your third, Amanda?
Okay. Sam Elliott.
Oh, yes.
Okay. There's an agreement there.
Oh, I love Sam Elliott.
Again, phenomenal actor. Aged very well.
He is. You're right. I don't think he's. So I like older guys. I mean, Rob Zombie, Johnny Depp. These aren't super young guys.
No, they're
like
These are older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see it. That's one that I can appreciate. It's like the Clint Eastwood. Like, I wouldn't put him on my list, but like, I get it.
Sure.
I understand it. But I do. I think he's a really good actor.
Mm-hmm. He's in one of my all-time favorite movies, which is Tombstone. I love him. Good choice.
Thank you. And you can see his age in The Ranch.
Oh yeah.
Show. You can definitely see his age in there. But that's really the first like movie that I go, oh, his age is showing, everything leading up to that. But of course that's a series. You can't look young and prim and proper in every single scene. I mean, that's a lot.
Of course not.
That's a lot of work. So he's my number 3. I'm glad you guys approved. Like you guys are approving my list. Honestly, outside of the Robert Duvall being my number 1, I think the shock value was there.
Yes.
But
yeah, that was shocking.
But I wasn't sure where your list was gonna go.
Now,
like we've never had this conversation before, so like I didn't know if you were gonna go like the Justin Timberlake, Ryan Reynolds kind of path, or so that one. Yeah, that first one surprised me
for sure. So, number 3 for you, Bridgette.
Oh,
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna. Every other one is gonna be shocking.
Okay.
Dermot Mulroney.
Stop it. I love him.
Who is that?
So he was in that Insidious movie, in like the third one or something. He was in My Best Friend's Wedding. He was in a couple. Dermot Mulroney. You will know him when you see him. My Best Friend's Wedding, The Family Stone, which is so good. If you've not seen The Family Stone.
My Best Friend's Wedding guy.
Yes.
I'm not shocked by that. Okay. Fair.
Love him. Love him.
That's a good one. I never even thought of putting him on a list before, but he's a good one. He's also in Must Love Dogs.
Name.
I don't know.
I started choking. He's in Must Love Dogs?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Is that Janine John Garofalo? Cusack? John Cusack.
I know, but wasn't Janine Garofalo in that too? Maybe not.
I don't think so.
Had no clue that was his name.
I love him.
That's a good one.
Good choice. Really,
Thank
really
you very much. Thank you.
I think this is maybe the closest thing we've ever agreed on.
I think you're right.
Like, this is really remarkable. Like, and we didn't discuss names before we did this.
No.
At all.
Usually I'm in the middle of the two of you. Like you two are each like over here and then I kind of hang out in the middle. And this time I'm just over here and you guys are just hanging out over here. I'm just like alone on an island.
I feel like our list could be combined and it would flow well together. So very interesting. I like that. So Danielle, your last and final 4th choice.
This one was a tough one for me because I went back and forth between a couple of them. Didn't really know.
Fair.
And then I'm pretty happy with my choice, Jason Momoa.
Is that the
Yes.
Okay. He's married to Denise Huxtable from, and I find that. Why are you laughing at me?
Lisa Bonet.
Yes.
That was my favorite.
I know her as Denise, all right?
I died. But yes, you are correct.
Have you ever watched the story of how they got together? Oh my gosh. Danielle, have you heard?
I have not.
Okay, so he at 8 years old told his mom, I want her.
Little creepy, but also adorable.
She's the one that I want. He just loved her from seeing her on The Cosby Show. And so they randomly happened to be at a bar together with different people. And then they met and they instantly fell in love. And that is as simple as it was.
Wow.
Fun. And he honors her amazing. If you ever hear him talk about her, it's just insane how much he loves her. And he calls their kids their babies, and they're full grown. They're not babies. It's so cute.
I love that.
How
you know
long
what's
have they been
interesting?
Together?
A long time.
Oh, I guess I didn't realize.
And he's really good friend with Lenny Kravitz, her ex.
Yes. They're best friends. They do family trips together and stuff.
It's crazy.
It's a beautiful thing.
And I would choose Lenny way before I would choose he's just not, there's just something about him it doesn't do it for me. I don't know why. I know. And I know I'm
axe throwing thing, just do it all day. Just do it. I'll watch.
That's a good choice. That's a really good choice.
So, you know what I realized is 3 of my 4 have these amazing relationships with their wives.
And I think that's part of what makes them attractive, probably.
Right? And Rob Zombie is married to Sherry Moon Zombie. She's not my favorite person. She's in all of his movies. He worships the ground that she walks on. They've been together for 30 years. He loves her so much. And in this industry that is
hard,
rare.
It's just so crazy. Oh, I did not realize that. Look at that.
Very interesting. So very, very interesting choice. Okay. So your number 4, I can see that. Yeah. So my number 4 in final, Tom Selleck.
Oh, I can get behind that.
I'm enjoying this show way more than originally when Bridget is we should do this. I'm no. Now I'm yeah, let's do this.
I can totally get behind on that one. Friends all day.
Oh yeah, he was in Friends.
I did not know that. So cute. But wonderful actor. So good.
He is.
And I feel he's always kind of looked the same. He just has aged again and aged very well. And
very well.
Wonderful, wonderful actor. My recent favorites that he's in is Jesse Stone series. Very good. And his acting in it is just really, it's an interesting character for him to play. So love it. Tom Selleck, 4th and final. Bridget.
All right. Nice.
All right. Let's round this out here.
All right. So I was going to say Devin Sawa because that's who started this whole thing, but I can't because I do love him.
Fair.
But there's someone that just has my heart, and his name is Dax Shepard. I love that man.
Honestly, I should have put him on my list.
I almost thought you were going to say Chris Robertson, and I was going to be damn it.
No. Dax Shepard, he's not conventionally good looking.
Nope. But in the best possible way.
I love that. Also someone who truly loves his wife, even though they're very, very different and they have worked very, very hard at their marriage. I know this because of the podcast that he does, that I've listened to every single episode of. I just love him. I think he's funny. He's incredibly smart. He's very has an opinion, and he's not afraid to share that opinion, even if it's not going to be a popular one. I just love him.
There is something so attractive about that, isn't there? about somebody who's opinionated, but not like a bully about it, but who's just like, this is just what I believe. Sorry. Especially somebody who's in a position where they may not want to tick off half of the population.
Yeah.
And maybe all of the industry that you're depending on what side you are on. I feel like, how long have him and what's her head been married?
I want to say like 14 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time. And I love her also equally.
Oh,
I just love her.
You guys, so their children's names.
Lincoln and Delta.
But the middle name or their last name's hyphenated. I'm not sure, but it's Delta Bell Shepherd and then Lincoln Bell Shepherd. Like how I love that there's an identity of Kristen Bell in there as well.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I love them.
So he would probably be my number 5, honestly.
Yeah, he's wonderful.
We're rewatching Parenthood and he is in there.
Oh, Parenthood is so good.
And I have not seen it. There was a number 5 on my list. Craig T. Nelson would maybe be on there as well.
And number 5 for me would be Jason Bateman. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Oh, that's a great
he's
one.
Hilarious in Arrested Development.
So good. And he has a podcast too. It's called Smart List. You should check it out. It's with him and Sean Hayes and Will, I never can remember his name, Lego show.
Interesting. The very first time I met him on TV was Little House on the Prairie.
It's like
interesting.
Will Arnett.
Oh.
Interesting list,
anyway.
Ladies. Interesting. Bridgette, I'm a little shocked that ours are so aligned.
I know. And I didn't have anything negative to say about any of yours.
No, I like at all. Like I'm not even like a little shock factor of Robert Duvall.
Yes.
Like,
there was some shock there,
but nothing negative.
No,
it was just like, so
I just was not expecting that at all.
No, I think all of our peoples, no one was like, ew.
I think Danielle may have been ew about JT, but that's okay.
I mean, he's just, but you didn't like Jason Momoa, so it's fine.
That's true.
There. We had a little trade-off. JT's just, I think, to be honest with him, I think what it is his music is not my style.
That's fair.
And I can appreciate that he has an amazing voice, but it's just not something that I can listen to long term. So I think that's where my weirdness comes from.
Yeah. I have to say, of all, I guess we've mentioned so like 15 names because we all said if there was a 5th. So of those, I mean, just props to them as actors and entertainers that they are they have long-term been relevant in a business that is really hard to stay relevant in. So
100%.
Not that they need our pat on the back, but I think that's a big deal to stay normal and sane in a really hard career like that. That's a hard thing to do.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it too. If you want to share your celebrity crushes, you can do that on Instagram. I am dying to know who everybody else loves from afar.
Agree. And if they agree with ours.
Yeah.
Like, which ones did you love? Which ones did you hate? I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for mine. It's fine.
Danielle, I think your Rob Zombie is going to raise some eyebrows, and no doubt Robert Duvall is going to raise some eyebrows.
but Bridgette's is fine. None of hers are going to raise any eyebrows.
Yes. No, I think I'm going to get some heat for JT, possibly even Ted Danson. That's okay.
That's all right. We stand by our list.
And Brandon does not, he cannot understand my fascination with Dax. Cannot understand it. He's like, if you, like Amanda's thing, if you were to see him walking down the street, you would not look twice at him. But I'm telling you that he has a quality about him. I don't really know what it is. I think he's beautiful in his own individual way.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So fascinating, but I can respect that.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Well, this has been fun, Bridgette. Good idea, even though it was
a good idea.
Really off of our normal entertainment and our podcast topics, but it's been fun. So thanks, everyone.
We'll get back on track next week. It's fun. We did a little vacation.
Anything can happen.
That's right. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and we will see you next week.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye.